Oh, don't try to be nice. Go ahead. No, go ahead. It doesn't bother me.
I'm gonna pull your eye.
No, pull my freaking lash.
I am.
Pull my goddamn lash.
I am.
Pull it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do you see the things I do? I created the first DIY lash extension adhesive. Truth be told, I was never quite happy about it. It was very finicky with pH. There was a lot of moisture. So the goal was to create an adhesive that didn't have any of those flaws, and we finally accomplished it. Number one, bondage. So bondage, I've found that the tube, in some cases, is a little bit too tight. Expand the hole, this hole. Push this through, okay, and you're gonna twist. It's kind of gratifying in a way. That's called hole expansion. So now, what you'll see, it goes nice and in and out. All right, so, remember all the stuff we teach you about waiting 30 seconds? That was because there was too much moisture in the adhesives. But now that I've brought all the adhesives in-house, you don't need to do that anymore. So you're gonna come in and you're gonna take the Bond, right? And you're gonna apply it very slowly. You're gonna stroke upwards. Very slowly, with intention. I sound like I'm teaching you yoga. Breathe in, breathe out. So look very, very slowly, and you're gonna wanna make sure to cover all of your little lashes, okay? So that's one coat right there. If you can see me, you'll see that it looks like this, right? So it looks like what I call a bad mascara. You're not going to wait the 30 seconds. You're actually gonna now come in and then dab at the base. Just the base, okay? Boom. And that is how you apply bondage. Like I said, we used to say 30 seconds. We do not have as much moisture anymore. So you don't need to do that. You can do a little dab, dab, dab. And now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna apply. Fuse down. And you wanna hold this fuse for a second because you really wanna get it, okay? Like we didn't pause, we didn't do anything. These lashes are on. That is how you apply bondage. On this side, let's move on to Mrs.Bond. Mrs.Bond is a different beast. Fast to go on, slow to come off. Now, Mrs.Bond. Mrs.Bond is much more liquidy. You don't need to open the whole thing. We always recommend having a little spoolie. Any kind of spoolie is great. Because Mrs.Bond tends to want to really apply heavy. You see this? You see how there's a ton of white? You don't want to let it apply like that. There's a ton of white right there. You're going to come in, you're going to twist as you move up, and you're going to brush it through very quickly while it's wet. Okay? Again, these are not adhesives that you have to wait 30 seconds, 45 seconds. No, this is like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So now I'm going to do it again. It's kind of wet on, okay? And then very quickly, I'm gonna brush it through. I like to blink when I'm brushing. And I will tell you, if you ever feel like there's too much white on the Mrs.Bond, you can do one quick stroke of bondage. Someone told me to do that and it was kind of genius. All right, here we go. And you can see by the way that I apply it, you can see when it like starts pulling your lash up like that, that thing is grabbing on. It's very sticky at first, and then it dries down quite quickly. All right. And I'm using one size just for posterity's sake. Okay. We're gonna fuse. Boom. Okay, so both are on. Let's test. Let's test. So this is live. We haven't cut, we haven't done anything. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, this is on, okay? This is on. That is how you apply our new adhesives. Much more simple, much more straightforward. There's a couple little thingity-mingies that you need to do, but I really think that you will be pleased. Be a little patient, watch this video a few times, and give it a go. Thanks, guys.